Most men today struggle with three silent problems: reactive emotions, scattered focus, and weak inner discipline. Stoic men solved these centuries ago by mastering control, perception, and conduct, creating calm authority, decisive action, and moral resolve. In this video, you'll learn the timeless Stoic practices that forge clarity under pressure, discipline in action, and strength of character that endures. So if you're ready to rise above reaction, reclaim command of yourself, and live with purpose, let's continue your hero's journey. The arc of a gentleman of distinction, where real men grow, evolve, and unlock their true potential. This channel is dedicated to helping you develop unshakable confidence, strength of character, and a masculine frame that demands respect. If you're ready to level up, let's build the man you're meant to be.
What if one mindset could make you calm when others panic, decisive when everyone around you freezes, and resolute no matter what life throws at you? I'm talking about developing unwavering determination and purpose to achieve goals, even when facing obstacles. By understanding your values, planning strategically, and staying committed, we walk a clear path through consistency and self-honesty, creating a place inside you that chaos can't touch. It's not about being emotionless or some kind of robot. It's about having a framework, a genuine operating system for your mind that lets you navigate the absolute insanity of modern life with a sense of purpose and tranquility. This isn't some new age fluff. This is an ancient, battle-tested philosophy that forged emperors, artists, warriors. The Virtues of Stoicism collection is about building a character so solid that when the storms hit, and they will hit, you're the one left standing, not just surviving, but thriving. Stay until the end, and I'll show the single daily ritual that separates a gentleman of distinction from everyone else. In episode 9 of the Pillars of Stoic Practice series, we're going to break it all down. We're going on a deep dive, a full journey through the foundational Stoic principles. We'll start with the core idea, the dichotomy of control, and then move through mastering your discipline, identifying the perceptions that affect your integrity, controlling your emotions and associations, creating a man's legacy thinking, and developing mature leadership and presence through mastery of time. Let's get into it right now. So, what is Stoicism, and what does it have to do with being a gentleman of distinction in the modern world? It has little to do with your bank account, your job title, or the clothes you wear. It is an internal state, a commitment to virtues that guide your every action. At its core, Stoicism is an ancient Greek and Roman philosophy designed as a practical, real-world operating system for living a good life. It's about understanding what you can control and what you can't, your thoughts, your judgments, your actions. It is about flourishing, not just enduring. It's also about finding tranquility and strength, not by changing the world around you, but by mastering your inner world. The ancient Stoics provided a roadmap: Zeno, Seneca, Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius. They weren't academics sitting in ivory towers. These were men in the arena. Seneca was a powerful statesman. Epictetus was born a slave. Marcus Aurelius led armies and dealt with plagues and betrayal. They developed and practiced Stoicism not as a thought experiment, but as a weapon, a tool for survival and excellence in high-stakes, high-stress environments. In today's world, our battlefield looks different. The constant digital noise, economic uncertainty, social pressure, the feeling of being overwhelmed. This is where Stoicism becomes so incredibly relevant. A modern gentleman of distinction isn't defined by his watch or his car. He's defined by his character. He's calm under pressure. He's rational when others are panicking. He acts with purpose and integrity. This philosophy is the blueprint. So as we go through these principles, think of it like this. You're upgrading your mental software. You're installing a new OS, less vulnerable to external viruses of negativity and chaos. Stoicism is about stripping away the non-essential to reveal the strong, rational, and virtuous core that's already there. This is it, principle number 1. The absolute foundation of everything else we're going to talk about. It's called the dichotomy of control. Epictetus laid it out perfectly. Some things are within our power while others are not. That's it. Within our power are our opinions, our impulses, our desires, our aversions, basically our own actions and judgments. What is not within our power is our bodies, our possessions, our reputations, what other people think of us, our position in life. All of that is suffering caused by focusing on what you cannot control, their opinion. If the outcome was never in your control, then what was in your control? Your effort, preparation, professionalism, and your response. This shift is everything. Every ounce of energy you spend on the uncontrollable is wasted. It's psychic drainage. Audit your life. If it's not in your control, consciously let it go. Focus your power on your choices, your effort, your character. They believe that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgment, our perception. If you are distressed by anything external, you have the power to revoke it at any moment. This is the ultimate reframe. First, name it objectively, strip the drama, convert to facts. Then ask, what lesson or opportunity is hidden here? Every obstacle contains a chance to practice a virtue. Patience, creativity, courage, resilience. The difference is what you do in the space between spark and response. Create a circuit breaker. 1 conscious breath, 4 in, hold 6 out. Call it a tactical reset. The second principle is discipline. Discipline is the forge. It's the fire where character is tempered. True freedom is choosing the hard right thing, even when you don't feel like it. Strength is built through small daily acts. Each hard choice is a vote for the man you want to become. Your first mini challenge, 1 voluntary discomfort for 7 days, sleep on the floor or a hard surface instead of a comfortable bed, or 1 60-minute block of uninterrupted focus. No phone, no email, just the task. The real prize is the meta skill, your will as law. Virtue was the sole good, wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, not abstract, practical guides. What should I do right now? The wise, the courageous, the just, the temperate thing. Wisdom seeks counsel, courage has necessary conversations, justice gives credit and owns mistakes. Temperance practices moderation. This is your North Star. Life is going to knock you down. That is not a maybe, it's a guarantee. You will fail, you will face setbacks, you will lose things and people you love. Resilience is an active skill. Extract wisdom from the wreckage, find the opportunity in the obstacle. When life feels out of control, double down on what you can control. Wake time, effort, diet. Bounce back stronger and wiser. That is Stoic resilience in action. Journaling the lesson and training the will, especially at your lowest point. The third principle is called premeditatio malorum, negative visualization. We adapt, take things for granted. This practice is the circuit breaker. For 30 seconds, calmly picture life without something you cherish. Job, health, a loved one. Acknowledge the void, then breathe. Notice the warmth of gratitude return. The only place you ever truly exist is right here, right now. Name 5 things you can see, 4 you can feel, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, 1 you can taste. 30 seconds to yank your brain back to now. Use it anytime, anywhere. Without a purpose, you're reacting. With a purpose, you shape your life. Craft a 1-sentence personal mission statement. Simple, actionable, inspiring to you. For example, my purpose is to build a strong mind and body, to be a loving and present husband and father, and to create work I am proud of, or to meet every situation with courage, kindness, and a commitment to the truth. Put it where you see it daily. This sentence is your compass. Before moving to the next principle of a calm, decisive, and resolute man, imagine if your entire life could be defined by a single decision. Not a grand public declaration, but a quiet, unseen choice made when no one is watching. Imagine a man at a crossroads. Down one path lies ease, comfort, the approval of the crowd. It is the path of least resistance, paved with small compromises and popular opinions. Down the other path lies difficulty, challenge, the weight of personal conviction. It is a lonely road, demanding a strength that few possess. This single choice, repeated daily in small ways, separates an ordinary man from a man of true, lasting distinction. It's a decision that echoes through time, shaping not just his destiny, but the legacy he leaves for others. This is not hypothetical. It has confronted great men throughout history. Marcus Aurelius, choosing duty over personal desire. He writes in his private journal about the struggle to be a good man. Cato the Younger, standing firm against corruption, even when it cost him everything. They were forged in the crucible of daily choices. Character is not something you are born with. It is something you build, one difficult decision at a time. This choice is the secret I want to share with you today, hidden in plain sight for over 2,000 years in the writings of Stoic philosophers. This foundational choice unlocks purpose, honor, and inner peace. It is the first step from drifting in life to becoming the captain of your own soul. This journey demands you look inward and confront weaknesses. But the reward is immeasurable. A practical philosophy for an impractical world. A timeless operating system for human excellence. And it all begins with one simple, profound choice. Live by a code, build your character brick by brick. Become the man you are meant to be. Stoic philosophy is a practical toolkit for building a resilient, honorable self. Let's continue to unpack that toolkit. Moving on with the fourth principle, the cornerstone of it all, integrity. What is it really? True integrity is radical consistency. It is the unwavering commitment to being the same person when no one is watching as you are when the world has its eyes on you. There is no mask, no hidden agenda, no separate self that emerges when the doors are closed. Your private habits are the truest mirror of your character. Do you consume content in private that you would be ashamed to share in public? These seemingly insignificant choices are the threads from which the fabric of your reputation is woven. A man who is deceitful in private will eventually have his duplicity exposed, for the pressure of public life has a way of cracking any facade. A strong character isn't built by accident or wishful thinking. It is forged through deliberate daily practice. At the end of each day, take just 5 minutes to review your actions. The Stoic philosopher Seneca recommended asking yourself, what bad habit did I curb today? What fault did I resist? In what way am I a better man? A second powerful practice is to build the habit of absolute truth-telling, especially in small matters. If you are running late, say you are running late because you overslept, not because of some made-up excuse. Third, introduce small voluntary tests to build consistency and self-discipline. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Finally, practice transparency by aligning your actions with your stated values. If you claim that family is your priority, does your calendar reflect that? Now we arrive at today's fifth principle, right association. Epictetus said, above all, keep a close watch on this, that if you consort with someone covered in soot, you can't help but get a little soot on yourself. If you have friends that are disciplined, ambitious, and honorable, you will be naturally inspired to rise to their level. Conversely, if your circle is filled with cynicism, gossip, and mediocrity, that environment will act as an anchor, weighing you down. Becoming the architect of your circle requires you to first become a clear-eyed evaluator of your existing relationships. Do they speak about others with respect, or do they engage in gossip and slander? A person who gossips to you will eventually gossip about you. Does this person elevate you or diminish you? After spending time with them, do you feel inspired, energized, and more focused on your goals? Or do you feel drained, cynical, or tempted to indulge in your lesser instincts? A true ally challenges you to be better, holds you accountable to your own standards, and offers support when you falter. The first, most immediate step is to conduct an audit of your circle and your time. This simple act of measurement will bring stunning clarity. The second step, which can be challenging, is to set and enforce boundaries. This can be as simple as politely declining an invitation. Third, you must actively cultivate the relationships you want more of. Join groups or organizations where like-minded, growth-oriented individuals congregate. Finally, and most importantly, focus on becoming the kind of person you would want to associate with. The law of attraction is real in this sense. You attract who you are. The sixth principle is legacy thinking. the practice of living with your end in mind. Ask yourself, what will I be remembered for? This is not a morbid obsession with death. It is a life-affirming strategy for living with purpose. You stop asking, what do I want right now? You start asking, what choice aligns with the man I want to have been? From the fertile ground of legacy thinking, the virtue of mature leadership naturally grows. It is leadership through example, vision, and, most importantly, selfless service to others. He does not lead from the front by shouting, but by quietly doing the work, embodying the standards he expects, and putting the well-being of his team above his own personal gain. A mature leader, by contrast, is a servant leader. He gives credit freely and he takes the blame when things go wrong. The first practical exercise is to write your own legacy statement. This is not a resume. It is a private document that answers the question, at the end of my life, what do I want to be remembered for? The second practice is to consciously engage in acts of servant leadership every day. Look for opportunities to serve without seeking credit. Third, measure your decisions by their long-term impact. Before making a significant choice, apply the legacy test. Finally, practice intentional mentorship. One of the most powerful ways to solidify your legacy is to invest in the next generation. We have arrived at the seventh principle, a rare and valuable quality in our frantic modern world: presence and stillness. Stillness is the cultivated calm at your core, an inner peace, unshaken by surrounding chaos. In an age of constant distraction and endless information, the man who commands his attention has a superpower. The reactive man is jerked around by events. A rude comment ruins his day. A piece of bad news sends him into panic. A man who can give his undivided attention to another person is building a powerful bond of trust and connection. Presence anchors you firmly in the only place where you have any real power, the present moment. You cannot lead if you are easily rattled. Stillness is the soil in which all other virtues grow. The first and most accessible practice is simple breath work. For just 2 minutes each morning, before you reach for your phone, sit in a chair and focus only on your breath. A second powerful exercise is the ritual of single tasking. When you are writing an email, just write the email. Third, practice intentional digital fasting. You could implement a digital sunset where all screens are turned off an hour or two before you go to bed. Finally, institute a period of morning silence. By winning the first battle of the day, the battle for your own quiet attention, you set the stage for a day lived with presence, purpose, and power. We have now reached the final and perhaps most critical virtue, the mastery of time. This is the virtue that contains all others. Treat time not as an infinite resource to be squandered, but as a sacred, non-renewable asset. Most people act like they have endless tomorrows. They postpone their dreams. They live in someday. A gentleman of distinction knows someday is a lie. The only time he has is now. Living with urgency is not the same as living in a hurry. This is a critical distinction. A gentleman of distinction cultivates urgency with purpose. This is a calm, internal, and proactive drive. He knows that being busy is a form of laziness, lazy thinking, and a reluctance to make hard choices about what is truly essential. This requires the courage to say no to distractions and the discipline to focus on your chosen priorities. To move from theory to practice, you need simple, effective tools to become the architect of your own days. The first and most powerful tool is time blocking. The second tool is a system for priority scoring. Men spend the majority of their time in the important but not urgent quadrant. Third, implement a daily end-of-day review. It provides closure to the current day and creates clarity and momentum for the next. Finally, you must master the art of saying no deliberately. Each no to a distraction is a powerful yes to your own purpose. I asked you to consider a single choice, the choice between the easy path of compromise and the difficult road of conviction. This is the payoff, the secret hidden in plain sight. Dichotomy of control leads to forging discipline. Practicing premeditatio malorum builds integrity. Understanding right association leads to a man's legacy thinking. It takes mature leadership and presence to achieve one's mastery of time. Not just ideas, a practical, interconnected code for living. Tools to forge the character of a gentleman of distinction. The path is not easy. It demands vigilance, reflection, and the courage to hold a higher standard. Do not be overwhelmed. 1,000-mile path begins with a single step. As promised at the beginning of this episode, the single daily ritual that separates a gentleman of distinction from everyone else. The 3-2-1 daily ritual that weaves it all together includes the 3-question journal plus 2-minute negative visualization plus 1 micro-discipline. Every evening, what did I do well? Where did I fall short? How can I improve? Every morning before your phone, contemplate a loss to cultivate gratitude, then execute 1 micro-discipline. Brief barefoot walks on snow or cold ground, tech detoxes, or another small voluntary hardship. I challenge you, commit for 30 days. No excuses, no exceptions, make it real. Comment, I commit, and post your 1-sentence mission. Your task today, pick 1 virtue, just 1. Commit to a single, concrete exercise. Practice 2 minutes of breath work tomorrow morning. Begin today. Start building. Live so your name and actions become your legacy.
Thanks for watching the Gentleman of Distinction channel. Now, it's time to take what you've learned and put it into action. Remember, growth is a journey, and you're 1 step closer to mastering your masculine frame and unlocking your full potential. If you found value in today's video, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on the next step in your journey. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and as always, keep leveling up.